Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the continuing on our journey through the HTML documentation on the Mozilla Developer Network. Active learning, adding attributes to an element. Another example of an element is a tag. This stands for anchor and will make the piece of text it wraps around into a hyperlink. This can take a number of attributes, but several are as follows. href. This attribute's value specifies the web address that you want to link to point to, where the web browser navigates to when the link is clicked. Title. The title attribute specifies extra information about the link, such as what page is being linked to. Target. The target attribute specifies the browsing content that will be used to display the link. In the line below in the input area, to turn into a link to your favorite website, first add the A element, second add the href attribute and title attribute. Lastly, specify the target attribute to open the link in a new tab. Link to my favorite website. Just like so. Boolean attributes. You'll sometimes see attributes written without values. This is perfectly allowed. These are called Boolean attributes, and they can only have one value, which is generally the same as the attribute name. As an example, take the disabled attribute, which can assign to form input elements. If you want them to be disabled, grayed out, so the user can't enter any data in them. As shorthand, it is perfectly allowable to write as follows. We've also included a non-disabled form input element for reference to give you more of an idea of what's going on. So this grayed out one on the left is disabled. This one is not. Omitting quotes around attribute values. When you look around the World Wide Web, you'll come across a number of strange markup styles, including attribute values without quotes. This is allowable in certain circumstances, but will break your markup in others. For example, if we revisit our link example from earlier, we could write a basic version with only the href attribute like this. However, as soon as we add the title attribute in this style, things will go wrong. At this point, the browser will misinterpret your markup, thinking the title attribute is actually three attributes. The title attribute and the value, and two Boolean attributes. Mozilla HTML page. This is obviously not what was intended and will cause errors or unexpected behavior in the code, as seen in the live example below. Try hovering over the link for what the title is. Our advice is always include the attribute quotes. It avoids such problems and results in more readable code too. Single or double quotes. In this article, you'll notice that the attributes are all wrapped in double quotes. You might, however, see single quotes in some people's HTML code. This is purely a matter of style, and you can feel free to choose which one you prefer. Both of the following are equivalent. So you got double quotes, and you got single quotes. You should, however, make sure you don't mix them together. The following will go wrong. So if you mix a double quote with a single quote, it's not going to be that good. If you use one type of quote in your HTML, you can include the other type of quotes inside your attributes values without causing problems. However, if you want to include a double quote, if you want to include a quote within the quotes that both the quotes are of the same type, single quote or double quote, you'll have to use HTML entities for the quotes. For example, this will break. So you need to do this. Alright. Autonomy of an HTML document. That wraps up the basics of individual HTML elements, but they aren't very useful on their own. Now we'll take a look at how individual elements are combined to form an entire HTML page. So we got doctype HTML at the top, the HTML tag, the head tag, a meta tag, title tag, closing title tag, closing head tag, body tag, paragraph tag, closing paragraph tag, closing body tag, and closing HTML tag. Here we have the doctype HTML. The doctype, in the midst of time, when HTML was young, about 1991, 1992, doctypes were meant to act as links to a set of rules that the HTML page had to follow to be considered good HTML, which could mean automatic error checking and other useful things. They usually look something like this. However, these days, no one really cares about them, and they are really just a historical artifact that needs to be included for everything to work. Doctype HTML is the shortest string of characters that counts as valid doctype. That's all you really need to know. HTML opening and closing tag. The HTML element. That element wraps all the content on the entire page and is sometimes known as a root element. Head tag. Head element. This element acts as a container for all the stuff you want to include in the HTML page that isn't the content you are showing to your viewers, your page viewers. This includes things like keywords and a page description that you want to appear in search results, CSS to style our content, character set declarations, and more. You'll learn more about this in the next article of series. Meta chart set UFT-8. This element specifies the character set for your document to UFT-8, which includes most characters from the vast majority of human written languages. Essentially, it can now handle any textual content you might put on it. There's no reason not to set this, and it can help you avoid some problems later. Title element. This sets the title of your page, which is the title that appears in the browser tab. That tab the page is loaded in, and it's used to describe the page when you are bookmarked or favorited. Body element. This contains all the content that you want to show to web users when they visit your page, whether that's text, images, videos, games, playable audio tracks, or whatever else. Active learning. Adding some features to an HTML document. If you want to experiment with writing some HTML on your local computer, you can copy the HTML page example above, create a new file in your text editor, paste the code into a new HTML file, save it as an index.html. You can also find basic HTML template on the MDN learning area on the GitHub repo. You can now open this file in the web browser to see what the code rendered looks like, and then edit the code, refresh the browser to see what the result is. Initially it will look like this. Alright, so I'm going to go down to, since I'm on Chromebook, I'm going to go to the plain text editor, and I'm going to copy this up here. Copy, paste, and then what I'm going to do is click save. Then we're going to come down here, index.html. We're going to save that. And then, since this is just a basic text editor, you'll notice that the color has changed. And this is just a regular normal notepad, essentially, on Google Chromebook. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to the File Explorer here. I'm going to go back into mine, and then I'm going to double click so it opens. So this is the web page. Right here, it's not fancy. So it's the same exact result that we got here. Alright, so in this exercise, you can edit the code locally on your computer as outlined above, or you can just edit it in an editable sample window below. The editable sample window represents just contents of the body element in this case. We'd like you to have a go at implementing the following tasks. Just below the opening tag of the body element, add the main title for the document. This should be wrapped in H1, opening and closing tags. So we're going to come right here, press enter, and I'll type H1, closing tag. so. And we're going to close it with an H1. Don't forget the closing. Don't forget the closing tags, elements, tag. Click save. And then what you're going to do is refresh. And then there's our title right there. Edit the paragraph content to include some text about something you're interested in. So I've already got some text here. So I'm going to copy this right here. And then what I'm going to do is go into here, paste, and then we're going to click save. And then, so it's not going to look like this. It's going to look more like this when I open it. It goes all the way across the page. So this is what just plain HTML looks like. Make important words stand out in bold, wrapping them in strong opening and closing strong tag. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to wrap this in a strong tag. And save. And then when I refresh, this will get bold. Add a link to your paragraph, as explained earlier in this article. So what we're going to do is also another thing, I can add another paragraph tag here, and here's what it'll look like. So we're going to grab the link to my channel here. We're going to fix that in here. Then we're going to do title. Save. And then, so here's the link to the YouTube channel that's going to bring me there. Or what I can do is I can go and add target, and we'll put link. So now when I save it, it's going to open me up into, I gotta refresh this first. Then it's going to open up in a new tab. So this is how you make a very basic HTML page. Add an image to your document below the paragraph explained earlier in this article. So what I'm going to do is go to grab everything up here. So what I'm going to do is grab, let's see what's a good one. I'm not sure which one I want to pick. So many good ones. Alright, let's just do this one. So sometimes in code, you gotta kind of go back and make sure you have everything right. So source that this is supposed to be true. So yeah, here's some everything. Alt paper. Save again. Yeah, there we go. If you make a mistake, you can always reset the button. Okay, down here. Alright, white space in HTML. Here, let me close out these. Alright, I want to make sure that I break these videos up. So I'm gonna end this video for right now. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, please like the video, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please, I really appreciate you enjoying these videos. The reason why I decided to make these videos is because I'm learning HTML and CSS, and I just want to get a really good grasp on it. So, if you really enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like. Please leave a comment down below, letting me know what other documentation that you'd like me to read. For right now, my plan is to read the HTML, and then the CSS, and then the JavaScript on the Mozilla Developers Network, or MDN for short. So thank you, and have a great rest of your day. See you in the next video.